Hey viewers, what's up? RezenatorZen here. Now, I did a video about transhumanism before, but I think that was just a pretty bare bones overview of it. I'm going to put three links in the description. One to the Wikipedia site, one to humanityplus.org, and entropy.org, which are all sites that deal with transhumanism. Transhumanism Wikipedia, obviously, Wikipedia does not endorse transhumanism, but humanityplus.org and entropy.org both are sites that deal with the Human Plus movement, which is transhumanism. And transhumanism, as a definition, is a movement where people want to use science and technology to improve cognitive abilities of humans and bodies of humans. So, I think it's a pretty good idea to be a transhumanist and use technology and science to improve humans, because I think that's the next step in the evolutionary chain for humans. Because I don't think the Earth is going to be able to sustain us as we are now, as biological beings, as purely biological beings, that need air and all that stuff. We're going to need to improve ourselves with technology, because evolution is a long, drawn-out process. And by that time, by the time we evolve into that, we as a species may already be dead. So I think we need to take our survival in our own hands, improve ourselves with nanobots, nanotechnology, cybernetics, synthetic organs, um, making organs that don't require the same needs as other organs. And the Amazing Atheist, who is suspended again, um, made a video about transhumanism. I think you can go see it. His argument, as best of my memory serves, is he says that we should make ourselves better, so that way when the Earth doesn't uh, becomes too uninhabitable, just improve ourselves. And I've mentioned other series that touch on this issue, with Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, Appleseed. All of those touch on transhumanism. In Ghost in the Shell, the main protagonist is a cyborg, and in that universe, there's people that don't want to be cybernetically enhanced and all of that. Appleseed, one of the main protagonists of that story is I can't remember his name, but he's basically the lover of Yunin Mute, who is the main heroine in that the movie Deus Appleseed Deus Ex Machina, I think it is Ex Machina. They all bring those kinds of arguments to light, but there's no mainstream coverage of transhumanism or the arguments that erupt because of transhumanism, people's fears of transhumanism. I don't think that's really covered in the mainstream media. I think it's going to take a quantum leap for someone to actually say, yes, I'm willing to have my lungs replaced with synthetic lungs, or have nanobots inside of me, or having a prosthetic arm attached to me. Stuff that goes on in Ghost in the Shell. I think we need to do a lot more research with prosthetics along the lines of Ghost in the Shell. And I know all the stuff in Ghost in the Shell is pretty just theoretical at this point, but I think that if we aggressively research those technologies, we'd be able to get to that point in a relatively short period of time. And then we would be able to make humans impervious to most things that would happen, like the atmosphere becoming too unbreathable for normal humans. And the main antagonists to this argument are really the religious right, because they feel that we shouldn't be playing God and all of that stuff. I'm paraphrasing that argument. But if there's a religious person who's really up to date with transhumanism and has an argument against transhumanism, post the video or comment, because I am really looking to have a dialogue about transhumanism to expand my own understanding of the opposing viewpoint and to understand my own viewpoint way more, because I'm going to do a lot of research about this in the upcoming months and years. I'm going to become going to study why people's aversions to transhumanism, why I like transhumanism so much, if people's opposition of this is intrinsically linked to people's feelings that if you're not biological, you're not human, and all of that stuff. So if you really are someone who opposes transhumanism, I want to have a dialogue so I can understand your position, you can understand my position, have an honest and open dialogue where we just discuss the topic of transhumanism, and I really do just want to have an open debate, discussion, whatever you want to call it, about transhumanism, because it is something that has always been in the forefront of my brain, even though not under the name of transhumanism, but with stuff like Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, Appleseed, and all those other series that deal with cybernetics and furthering the human body and cognitive abilities. So in a roundabout way, I want to end this video. So really, if you are opposition to transhumanism, to transhumanist thought, post a video response or comment, and we can have a dialogue. So peace, love, harmony, and here's to the advancement of the human race. Peace out.